Hi guys, thank you and welcome back to my channel, and this has been a hot minute since we did any of the makeup tutorials. So this week I'm gonna Hi guys, thank you and welcome back to my channel, and it has been a hot minute since we did any of the makeup tutorial, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start again doing makeup vlog. So this week we're gonna go in to do something super simple. That's gonna be my no makeup look, or I call it my 15 makeup routine. And this week video is gonna be a super special because it's gonna be my first brand partnership with ORCÉ Cosmetics. So I've been using ORCÉ Cosmetics foundation, as you know, for over a year now, and I have a lot of different up there like shade. Like, see, I am obsessed with ORCÉ Cosmetics. It's the best foundation ever, and they just launched the new powder right in here. And over a year of using ORCÉ Cosmetics, they actually reached out to me and said we want to have a partnership with you with ORCÉ Cosmetics. And I say, hell yes. So that's gonna be my first brand partnership with ORCÉ Cosmetics right in here. And what that mean is I do have a code with them now. That's gonna be BELLA20. So anytime you make a purchase on ORCÉ Cosmetics, doesn't matter if they're foundations or that powder, you're gonna get 20% off. And again, since this is going to be a partnership program, I do get a little bit of commission each time you make a purchase of ORCÉ Cosmetics using my code, and please do use your code so you get 3% off. And again, if you are interested to recreating this makeup look right in here, my natural makeup look using all the ORCÉ Cosmetics products, stay tuned. And again, you know all the drill, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at bellas.c.snow. So I'm not going to bore you with that, so let's go ahead and go start on this makeup look right in here. Okay, so let's start on this makeup. So usually I wake up in the morning, I already have like my moisturizer on, but now I'm just gonna go ahead and put on a little bit more of the moisturizer, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put on the Embryolist. So this one is the moisturizer I always use before I do any of my makeup. So for this makeup look, I would say it could be more like one of my quick makeup look day when I want to do like really quick, just quick complexions, something really quick to go out the house, and it's gonna be take about 10-15 minutes, just really quick. But this is like the first time we're gonna go in and to just focus on complexions, and we're gonna go in, and again we're gonna use the ORCÉ Cosmetics foundation. And if you don't know, I did a review on ORCÉ Cosmetics foundation about a year ago when I found them and using them, and I've been using them ever since. And I love all their like foundation. I think it's like one of the best foundation I found online and ever used. So in all my video in the past, I always use ORCÉ Cosmetics because always the skin color, the tone of it is kind of like perfect match for my skin. Also, it's gonna keep my skin a little bit more hydrated because I have a little bit more like from normal to drier skin. So this have a little bit more of hyaluronic acid, also Tahitian Pearl, so to give that more like luminous glow. Also keep your hydration. So this one actually from like the Lunar New Year set. And I didn't get a chance to do this while we was having like Lunar New Year last month. So it's kind of like been a while because I was recovering from my surgery. So you can find the set online. You can find the individual foundation or the powder separately also. But this one, it just comes in like a bundle. So it's going to be a little bit more cheaper. So this is going to be the box for ORCÉ Cosmetics. My bad, I have like moisturizer on, so it's already like on the box already. So when you open the box like this, so this is gonna be in the bundle. This is from like Chinese Lunar New Year, like last month, and I didn't get the chance to use it. So in the bundle, it's come with like the foundation right here. So the foundation come in like 1 ounces and is giant. Like this is the size of the foundation right here, and it can last you like for a while. And then they just came out with a new setting powder right in here, so we're gonna go ahead and try that also. Actually, I have that like before, so I've been trying that also. So this is just like the new bundle, but this is gonna be the bundle what's coming when you get it. So this is gonna be the foundation, and this is gonna be the new setting powder. So since I already have other products out for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save this box right in here. when I'm running out my foundations. I have like a lot. You want to see how much I like love this foundation? I have this bundle, I have another bundle right in here, and then I have more foundations right in here. So yeah, so I've been using a lot of the products before they contact me to be there, to be partner in the video, because I've been using all the foundations all the time. So, and one special thing about the partnership, if you want to purchase this foundation right online, I know it's a little bit more pricey, but it's really worth it. I'm going to tell you why. But if you're using the code BELLA20, you're going to get 20% off on your purchase. So just put code BELLA20 and you can get 20% off. And I just want to tell you, I do get a little bit commission since this is more a partnership, so I do get a little bit commission from ORCÉ Cosmetics each time you make a purchase and using my code. So yeah, so that's gonna be my first brand partnership with ORCÉ Cosmetics. So now we're just gonna go ahead and go in. I'm gonna show you how I use the ORCÉ Cosmetics foundation and the powder for my natural everyday makeup. Since I already have the foundation right in here, but here is the packaging for the foundation. It is coming in this beautiful packaging. I'm obsessed with all the ORCÉ Cosmetics packaging. I'm just gonna go ahead and open this one. Since this one I asked for, like, I ordered like another darker shade. So this actually the darkest shade right in here. So this is called Lura 060. So with ORCÉ Cosmetics, the only currently is a new company based in LA, and they only have 6 color currently, but they are in the process of expanding more in the color in the future, and also producing a little bit more larger color range for their foundations. Also more new products that is coming. But this is the packaging, and this is the foundation that is gonna come in. So I'm gonna go incorporate the darker shade into my foundation. Also, I'm going to use this as more like a bronzer contouring shade. So now I'm just going to go ahead and use my normal foundation color right in here. So this, my normal color is right in the middle of the color range. It's called Nova. So I'm just going to go ahead and shake this one up. So just to let you know that all the products from ORCÉ Cosmetics is all cruelty-free, fragrance-free, talc-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, sulfate-free, and they say talc-free. So yeah, so it's all that. And I've been using this products for like a year, over a year now, and practically in all my video, if you look through my comments list, the first foundation I use is practically ORCÉ Cosmetics, because I know that's really good for my skin. And I've been trying a lot of different foundations, but none of them is really like bring it there for me, except for ORCÉ Cosmetics. So now I'm just have like a dot, like just one pump right in here, and we're probably not going to use all of that. And since we're doing more like a natural no makeup looks, I'm just going to go in as sheer, as natural as possible. So now I'm just going to go ahead and go in and use a stipple brush right in here to brush it in. So this brush is from Scott Barn Cosmetics, and I have all his brushes. For the coverage of this foundation, it's going to be more like a medium buildable to full coverage. I'm using a stipple brush to just shear it out, because I don't want to be too much makeup on my no makeup day. So I just want to go ahead and put right on my cheek area, where I mainly have a little bit more redness. And lately, since we all are staying at home, and I've been using a lot of different skincare, I kind of liking my skin without makeup these days. Like, I think it's like the first time I ever like, oh, I probably don't need foundation these days. So with having to wear a mask going outside, have you noticed you don't even have to like wear makeup, and your skin getting like a little bit more better? But on the day that I want to be a little bit more even out, but still keep my skin hydrated, so I'm just gonna go in with like a little bit of foundations, as little as possible. So if you can see, that's like one sheer coat of ORCÉ Cosmetics. Even though my freckle and slight skin imperfection is still showing through, I'm kind of like okay with it on my natural no makeup day, because I don't want to be full cake, full beat makeup. And especially this makeup look, usually when I do it, when I have only like 10 or 15 minutes, when I go to like the doctor office or have to run out somewhere really quick, but I want to still look kind of like even. So that's pretty much kind of like it right in there, and you can use like a concealer underneath for on your under eye. And since I have a little bit more a lighter color right in here, so this color is called Illum. So this is just more like one shade lighter than my natural foundation, because I got one for like winter foundation color and one is for my like normal regular color, because sometimes I get a little bit more lighter in the winter if I don't go out to the sun. And I did get a like the darkest one to mix just in case for like the summer that is coming, and I'm gonna start tanning and I get a little bit more darker that way. If you can see, I only use like half of that one pump, so it's like barely anything. So now I'm just gonna use about half a pump right in here. So this is the color difference. This is gonna be Nova number 6, and this is gonna be Illum number 3. It's just one shade down, so I'm going to use this one a little bit for my under eye to brighten up my under eye just a little bit. So now I'm just going to go ahead and use this Morphe M56 brush right in here. Just going to tap a little bit right inside my the inner corner of my eye right in here, where I have a little bit more redness. Also a little bit more on the outside. And then with whatever left, I'm just gonna go ahead and swipe that right in the center, because I don't want to have so much cakiness of foundation or concealer right in here in the center. So majority I'm putting like right in here and right out here, and then whatever is left over I'm gonna put in right on the center. And I'm still gonna go ahead and pull it out a little bit more like a V shape right this way to create that natural light bounce effect, to give you a little bit more sculpted look. Like if you can see, my cheekbone is kind of like pop out right in here, because I have a little bit more lighter foundations right in here. You can use your concealer. I'm just using the same foundations because I feel like everything blends together a little bit more better. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So a little bit on the inner corner, a little bit on the outer corner, and whatever left I'm just gonna go ahead and put on the bottom. And just for that extra brightness, you can also go ahead and put a little brighter spot right on the brown spot right in here on your forehead, and then just go down the center, the bridge of your nose, to keep that natural contour. So this makeup look is supposed to be like quick. It doesn't have to be like perfect, which I'm kind of into these days. And then after that, you can just go ahead and go in with like a beauty blender and just press it in really quick, just to blend all that in. So normally I'm going to go in with my under eye first with the beauty blender because it's a lighter shade, and then I move it all over just to even and press everything into my pores, so it kind of like lasts longer throughout the day. And for my natural makeup look, I usually kind of like trying to leave whatever redness, whatever I have right on top of my eyelid, because that kind of like create that natural eyeshadow that you have to like don't have to put on later. Because sometimes you have a little bit more darkness on the top of your eyelid, and you just kind of like keep it and don't try to cover it, so that can be create another kind of like natural effect. You have less makeup on your face. And after you kind of like press everything, if you really want to go to like a little bit more concealing on certain spot, I'm just gonna press a little bit more on my my beauty blender, and just press a little bit on my cheek. And again, just remember, don't use too much. And one of the tricks to get that natural no makeup look is just make sure you use a beauty blender or something, some kind of sponge. You really press your foundation right into your pores. So the more you press into your pores, the longer it's gonna last throughout the day, and it's gonna be a little bit more seamless. It's gonna look a little bit more like skin, so it doesn't stay on top of your skin to look like you're wearing makeup. So the more you press into your pores kind of show through a little bit to make it look a little bit more natural. And now that my complexion is kind of like even right in there with just my normal color in number 4 in Nova, also a lighter color Illum right underneath as like a concealer. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the color number 6. So this is gonna be the like darker shade right in here. So I'm gonna use it as like a bronzer around my face, kind of like sculpting. So with this one, actually is alone, it's gonna be a little bit too dark for my skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press like half a tone right in there, so you can see like the different color right in here. So this is gonna be my highlight color, my natural color, and this is gonna be my bronzer color. But I'm not gonna just gonna use that color. I'm actually gonna blend in my normal color with the darker color to create that kind of like mid-tone color. So you totally don't have to do this step. I just like to mix that two color to create more like a shade darker than my natural foundation color, but still not gonna be too dark from that foundation to create a perfect shade for my bronzer. So with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that stipple brush and just smile, and right in here where my cheekbone is, I'm just gonna go ahead and put right up there a little bit on my forehead to create that still natural darker shadow bronzer effect, but gonna be not too bronzy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you put on bronzer and it get too much, but this one is gonna be perfect. And I'm just gonna go ahead a little bit more. I'm gonna put that right underneath right in here to create that natural sculpted jawline. I'm not sure if you can see under this bright light, but with that 3, you kind of like see the different color and dimension with under eye, a little bit more brighter, my natural color, also a little bit more bronzier around the edge of my face to create that more like a natural, when you walk up like I walk up like this, kind of like foundation, but you still don't see foundations, like you don't see the bronzer. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and set my foundations. So now that my complexion is really even, you can actually do another step that go in with that same bronzer shade with a smaller brush right in here. So this one is a Sephora brush number 31. So this is the smoky crease brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tap into that kind of like darker bronzer shade to use as like a contouring shade for my nose. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly just put 2 little blended line right down the center. So that's just gonna be really quick bronzy and contouring. So it's not gonna be like major contouring. You totally don't have to do this step, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do that really quick. And again, just blend out with your beauty blender. And now that my face is all neutralized and even with one color, even with a little bit more dimension with a darker shade of ORCÉ Cosmetics, I'm just gonna go ahead and set everything using the newest launch powder. So this one is the ORCÉ powder right in here. Look at the packaging. I love the packaging, and one special thing about this packaging is when you open it. So this one I've been using it for like a bit. So on top of the cap, there's actually a compartment right in here for you to kind of like putting powder right on top, and then just use that top right in there, and like you can swirl it right in here to like get enough powder. So it's kind of like containing the powder right in here with like the little loop, which is really smart. I love that, so I use that a lot. So with a little bit powder from the ORCÉ Cosmetics right in there, just a little bit. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and press a little bit of that right underneath my eye, because usually your under eye is gonna be the quickest area where it's gonna crease. A little bit on the bridge of my nose. So for that natural no makeup look day, I'm trying to like use as little powder as possible. So mainly I'm just gonna go ahead and focus only on my under eye area and right on my T-zone area. So I'm trying to leave this area right in here to be a little bit more glowy and not set that area, to give it a little bit more like natural glow, because for natural glow you don't want to be too much like matte or too powdery. And that about it. And I love this powder. I've been using a lot of powder, and since this powder is more like cruelty free, talc free, sulfate free, so it's not going to be drying out your skin. It's also included with hyaluronic acid, also Tahitian Pearl, that give you that like natural glow. So this even though it's have like Tahitian Pearl, it doesn't give you like that, you know, some powder have more like a glitter pigment that give you that glow. This doesn't. This is gonna give you a little bit more like a natural hydration, like glow from within, kind of like glow, like a soft glow and not like a glitter glow, which I love. So normally if I just have to run out the house and do my quick complexion, that would be almost kind of like it. If you can actually just stop here, but I'm gonna go ahead and push it a little bit more with a few more different products. So we're just adding my cheek with a little bit more color. I'm gonna go ahead and actually this is not gonna be ORCÉ Cosmetics. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a little bit more Benetint. So this one is from Benefit Cosmetics and it's coming with the applicator like this. So just be really careful with this one. Just mild and just put like a few drops on your cheek right in here. I know it looks scary right now, but then you can either use your foundation brush right in here, or you can actually use your beauty blender and just kind of like keep smiling, and that's gonna get blend right into your cheek and give you that natural red rosy cheek. And then just put a little bit more on the other side. And I know when you first put it on the blush, it might look a little bit too like much, but then the blush gonna be like the first one to fly. So when you kind of like set it with the setting spray, and before you leave the house, this practically kind of like gone. And with this little tint cheek, it's gonna give you the like natural glow. It looks like you were not wearing any makeup, and it's just gonna look like you just got a little bit more like a sunburn. And another trick is, even after you kind of like set with all your powder right in there, a little bit more powder on your T-zone, you can always go in again with your beauty blender and really press that powder to merge with your foundations. And again, for natural makeup look, you want to press everything into your pores. You don't want to see anything stay on top of your skin. So that's kind of like pretty good so far. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and push my bronzer a little bit more, not too much. I'm gonna go in with the airbrush bronzer right in here from Charlotte Tilbury. So this one is color number 2 in medium. So I'm just gonna use a big fluffy brush, just a few swipe right in there, and again, not too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and just go like this. And don't forget your ears. And again, it's just one swipe with the bronzer, so it's not going to be too much. You can also use the same one and just a little bit, and just right on the tip of the bronzer. I'm just going to go ahead and press that really carefully right on top of my eyelid to create that natural bronzing shadow. Just a little bit on the top of the bridge of my nose. And then for brows, normally for natural makeup, I don't really care to do my brows. I'm just gonna get a spoolie right in here and just go ahead and brush my brows up. And then if you want to be like a little bit more extra to do your brows, you can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the Anastasia right here called Brows Freeze. So I just recently been using this one, and I ordered a whole bunch of this like spoolie right in here from Amazon. So you're just gonna go ahead and bend that a little bit and just press that into the brows gel. So I'm not gonna go ahead and not gonna cover my brows or anything. I feel like it's fine as it is. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this and just kind of like comb through my brows to create a little bit more shape. And if you happen to have a little bit more like sparse area on your brows, you can always go in with a little bit more like a brows powder or brows pencil. For me, my natural makeup day, I don't like want to sit there and do my brows because I want to get out as quick as possible and just mainly focus on more like complexions. And since I'm not doing any of like the makeup into my natural makeup day, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl up my lashes. Now after I curl my lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in a coat of mascara. So this one is my favorite to your show. Mascara number 090. So this is gonna be in black and it's not gonna be waterproof. I hate waterproof mascara because I see I really don't really need it. And Then for my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this my new favorite actually is gonna be the L'Oreal Infallible. So this one is number 314. If you can see right here, it's the called Spicy Blush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a little bit of that. So I'm not gonna go ahead, not swiping all over. I'm just gonna dab a little bit on top and a little bit on the bottom. And I love this how like it tastes and smells like candy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my finger to kind of like dab in the color. So I love how this gonna give you a little bit more like pouty, a little bit more color to your lips, a little bit more evening it out, but it's not gonna be like a perfect lined lip. I don't feel like you really need to have your lip line for like a natural makeup, because then it's gonna create more like an unnatural, like you're using too much makeup. You're gonna go ahead and line your makeup for your makeup look, because the you don't want that line to be a little bit too harsh. And sometimes I just go ahead and go like this right on the edge of the lip to make it a little bit more blend into my skin, so it's not going to be so defined. And another my favorite tricks for that natural no makeup look is going to be keeping your eye really like fresh and bright. And that's going to give you from like an eye drop. This one is for Lumify, so this one is my favorite eye drop ever. It's a little bit more pricier, but it's going to keep your white really white. So now after I put in my eye drop to brightening the white of my eye, now I'm just going to go ahead and pop in my contacts so I can actually see. Oof, that's much better with my contacts on. So now that my contacts is in there and my first coat of my mascara is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with another coat. But since I have a little bit more like a straighter lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes one more time. Just make sure everything kind of like stand up. And then I'm gonna go in with my mascara one more time. Just gonna give that a little bit more lift and volume. And I actually need to get another lash curler, because I don't think this one is long enough to curl all my lashes. So sometimes my tail of my lashes get not curl, or it's kind of like curling weird. So if you have any recommendation for another lash curl, put it right down below. I heard the Surat one is really good one, but it's always out of stock. I've been like on the wait list forever to get it, but it's always out of stock, so I never able to like get it. So if you used the Surat one before, let me know if it's really good. Write down in the comments, because I need a new lash curler. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and put in another coat of mascara. If you can see, like my tail of my lashes right in here, it's not curled, it's still kind of straight, because this doesn't really like go all the way to my lashes. And that's like a little individual one. Maybe I need to get those one, but these one at the end is so hard for me to like get them up and lift it. Okay, so now that my complexion is right in there, it's practically almost done. And I just wanted to show you one final tricks. If you still have time to do this, like the last step, it's kind of like a trick. It's also kind of like dangerous. I learned this one from Harush. If you don't know, she also just started her Instagram, and she does makeup for like the Kardashian. It's really good. And one of the tricks she learned from like J-Lo is actually to use after she set all her foundations, she actually go back to her like original foundations, and then just gonna go ahead and so I'm gonna go in with like my bronzer shade right in here, not my color, just to really like rehydrate that bronzer. And since it's more like a foundations, it's just to keep your skin look really like natural, dewy and luminous. And I know that you're thinking, like, since I already like set my face with powder, and now I'm gonna go right on top with liquid foundation, and you probably think that it's gonna be cake, but it actually doesn't, since we're putting on so little and so sheer of the foundation since we started. And it's super okay for you to go in right after, to kind of like giving your skin that little juice again. And I'm using with a stipple brush so I don't get too much foundation right in there. And that's practically pretty much it. If you want to be really extra and make sure everything stay in there, especially these days that we have to wear masks, you can also set your whole face. I'm going to go in with the all-nighter setting spray right in here. So this one is extra glow. Just make sure you kind of like shake it up. Test spray. So with the setting spray, after, it's actually going to take down any of the powder. If you happen to be over powdering your foundations at any time, you can always use like a hydrating spray, a rose spray, or a setting spray to kind of like take down that powder. Also, you're going to take out that like flashbacks from any of the powder also. And I did test out with the ORCÉ Cosmetics powder. So this one doesn't give you any flashbacks at all. And yeah, so just dropped it. So this one doesn't give you any like flashback at all. So with the combination with the ORCÉ powder and the ORCÉ foundation, these two go together really well, especially if you have more like a drier skin to normal skin. If you have a little bit more like oily skin, it will work for your skin also. It's kind of like help neutralize your oiliness, because sometimes when you have a little bit more oily skin and you kind of like trying to wash your face a lot and your skin get too dry, it's kind of like your skin kind of overproduce oil again. So if you just kind of like neutralize oil with a little bit more hydration, your skin over time is going to kind of like balance itself out. And just put a little bit more powder on your foundation, that would be fine throughout the day. And I think that is about it. So this is going to be the final makeup look, natural, no makeup look. So we just go in with the foundations from ORCÉ Cosmetics. And again, this is going to be the brand partnership, for my first brand partnership with ORCÉ Cosmetics. I think they practically the first brand ever partner with me. So I want to say thank you to ORCÉ Cosmetics for partnering me with their products on this video. And also, if you want to purchase any of the products from ORCÉ Cosmetics, log on online to orcecosmetics.com and definitely using my code BELLA20 to get 20% off on your purchase. Also remember, it is more a partnership with ORCÉ Cosmetics, so I do get a little bit more like a commission from ORCÉ Cosmetics each time you make a purchase with my code. And I think that is about it. So hopefully you like this makeup look, and you can use any of the tips and tricks that I use right in here. If you happen to like or find anything helpful from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel right down below. Ring the bell button right here for next week video. Usually I post every single Friday. Also follow me on my Instagram at bella.c.snow. I post a lot on IG story. Also I'm gonna start posting a lot more on IGTV in there, because yeah, doesn't matter which one is going to be a little bit more easier for you. So I have on YouTube, on IGTV, so just check both of them out. And again, I want to say thank you, and I'm going to slowly return to making a little bit more video for you. And I do have a lot of products to review, like right in here in my room. And next week is going to be a special one that you probably going to be love also. So yeah, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I see you again on the next video. Okay, bye. So just to keep my lip a little bit more hydrated, I'm gonna go in with like just a lip balm right in here. So this one I don't think you can see on camera, but this one is for EOS. So it's just more like a clear chapstick. So have you ever have like your ears pierced and one of them like kind of closed? I have my ears pierced for like a very long time, and I haven't wear my earrings lately, and my left one always be the one that like closed. So each time I put on my earrings, I have to like shove it in there. So I think I just start wearing one earrings right in here, because to keep it not closing, because I think you have to wear it for like a while. And this one is from Mr. FC online. So I just saw this, actually more like a boy earring, but I think it's kind of cute. It's more like a lightning right in here. Pew 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 pew. And I love it, so it's kind of cute. Okay, so it's just gonna help one of my earring, not my ear hole, not to close. So Yeah, so you're gonna start seeing this a lot. I need to order like another one for my right ears.